Networking tips. Yes, again, networking tips. This is Shelley Mitchell with my personal business coach and also Center of Influence Women's Network. And I wanted to come and talk to you really quick about some networking tips. I've put out a couple here in the past, but I wanted to share something that I see a lot with my clients. I have a lot of people come to me when they're struggling in their business, they're not making enough money, and they've gone to 5 or 6 different networking groups that week, sometimes alone. And the problem is that they are over networked, they're overexposed, they're over peopled out, and they don't have systems in place that can accommodate meeting that many people. So what I do is actually pull them back from networking just for a second, do the work on identifying what it is you really want with your vision and also who your ideal client is and your target market. Then we look back at the networking groups that they went to. Which ones did you enjoy? Which ones fit into your schedule? And where you can meet the people that you really need to meet for your business. So if you go to a group and you feel like it's the right people, but you get nothing out of it, then there might be a different challenge. But if you go to the group and you know these are not your ideal clients, you don't need to be there. Networking is not good for you if it's not purposeful. However, networking is probably the number one way you are going to grow your business. So you have to do it with a strategy and a plan. So once you identify exactly who your ideal client is, man, woman, age, demographics, what business, what they like, what they don't like, what their pains and challenges are, what their results are that they get from working with you. We do that in our Get Your IPA On program with our clients. Once you know that, then you can go back and look at the group to see if the people that are in that group tie into that. Now, I also have another little challenge there. So one of my clients is actually the director of education and membership for a group, which I had her get involved in leadership. And the people who are in the networking group refer each other clients. And she originally thought that those people they were referring back and forth to each other was her client. But the truth is, the people in the group were her potential clients. And this was a referral network. So that's why I had her get involved in the group. But it's not something she's going to do and go and sell and start trying to solicit people. It's about building relationships. And because we had her step into a leadership role, she's more connected. So now she's connected, she's getting to meet people and really get to know people and build her center of influence, her circle of influence in her reach in the community. And that right there is going to grow her business alone as long as she has systems in place to follow up. So know exactly who your ideal client is or who has access to your ideal client. So for myself, if I work with small business owners, they're primarily women, they're primarily over 40. Many of them were in corporate and have had some level of success, and now they're using their gift and talents and passion to grow a business, and they're not really growing as quickly as they thought, even though they're brilliant. They just don't understand why. That's because they need me and I need them, and we work together great, but where would they hang out? So they would probably be in a women's group, not necessarily a big, huge chamber event. And also a lot of the chamber events are people who work for bigger companies and are not small business owners, which are my ideal clients. Do I work with people in other groups? Yes. Do I work with people who work for corporations? Yes. But my ideal client, most of the time, 99% of the time, is a woman who's roughly 46 to 55 years old, and exactly the things that I just said. So the chamber wouldn't be the perfect place for me. Would I go to some of the events? Absolutely. So, Center of Influence Women's Network.com, write that down, Center of Influence Women's Network.com is a brand new networking group that we have created for high-level women who are leaders in the community. They're leaders in their life and in their career. And it's so that they can find a place to network with other people just like them who've reached that level of success that they find it challenging to be able to have this great one-on-one girl time woman conversation and also get business done. Just like men get business done on the golf course, we women want to get business done too when we're out networking, but we also want to have fun, and it's got to be purposeful. So that's what COI is about. So come swim in our pond. Go to Center of Influence Women's Network and request an invitation if you'd like to find out more about this group and it seems like something that you would fit into. So again, identify who your ideal client is, or the group that has access to your ideal client. And for instance, I would definitely go and speak at an industry organization that had all accountants or all attorneys or all a bunch of small business owners, because those were all people who would be my ideal clients. So think about that. And that way you can be really focused and targeted on where you're networking so it could be most impactful. Because networking is not about selling, it's about building those relationships and connections and learning more about them and how you can help them grow as well. So have a great day. This is Shelley Mitchell with My Personal Business Coach and Center of Influence Women's Network.